Hello YouTube and welcome to my Ableton tutorial series. I'm very excited to bring this video because in this video we're going to be creating a dubstep track from scratch. It shouldn't be anything too tricky. If you follow along you should have a brilliant dubstep track by the end of it. If you want to use the sounds I'm using, well at least most of them, look for the link in the description and you'll be pointed in the right direction to get the samples that I'm using in this video. Okay, let's get started. We're going to be making melodic dubstep today. And I've even provided some samples from Vila. And we're either going to be using Vila if you've ever heard of her, or Rasta MC. I'll see which is best for it when we've created it. That's all, we're going to be creating the intro and we're starting now. Let's go. First of all, come to your dubstep samples. All these samples under RA Dubstep Loops Custom. These are all samples that I've previously made using things like Native Instruments Massive and whatnot. Okay. Well, the first one we're going to load in is this Coffee and Cream. So left click and drag that out into an audio channel. Then we'll go to audio effects. Left click on EQ8, drag out an instance of that. We're going to EQ this melody so things are not as congested and you can hear the instruments properly when it's overlapping other instruments. Click on band 1, up the frequency to about 160. Click on this drop down box here and choose this preset, raw for a low end brick wall. We'll play it back. Click on number 2, turn it up to about 500 Hz, half a kilohertz. Then turn down the gain to about 250. Turn the Q up to about 7.5, or as close as you can get to that. Add number 3, turn the gain down by about 1 decibel and turn the Q up to 6. Make sure it's on 1 kilohertz. 601. Then click on EQ band 4. Turn it down to the best presence level ever, which is 3.25 kilohertz. Then turn up the gain to about 150 and have the Q on 10. Then drop in another EQ band by clicking on this box here under number 5. Go back to number 4, click on the drop down box and choose this preset here, that one. Then back on number 5, click on number 5 EQ band and turn it all the way up to 18 kilohertz. Then click on the drop down box and choose roll for the high end brick wall. That's it for the EQing part. Next, right click on the MIDI on the sample and come down to slicing your MIDI track. Click OK. It should be on half note and the slicing presets are built in. Then drag it across. But if you notice, when we transition from the melody sample to the melody MIDI clip, it lowers in volume on the MIDI clip. Listen. And what I forgot to mention, we're setting our the BPM tempo to 150 up here, look. Make sure it's set to 150. Okay, we'll click on that. Press Ctrl and L to loop it. Then come down, then click on this melody up here. Left click, hold down Control and let go of the mouse button first so you copy it instead of moving it. So we've still got the EQ on the first melody, now we've got EQ on the second melody. Then come down to your MIDI clip, right click on some grid space with a half note. Make sure this headphone icon is turned on, make sure it's blue or you won't get any sound. Make sure the pencil tool's clicked, highlighted this one here, or press B, which is a shortcut. Then press Ctrl and L to select, so Ctrl and A to select all, then press delete. If you press on, you now separate that sample into 16 slices. If you want to preview a slice, click on the corresponding key tabs. That's slice 1, that's slice 9. What this does is it allows you to keep the same tone but change the rhythm, leading to less disjointed tracks and more varied tracks, making it less repetitive. Okay, let's go. I'll lay down something quick. I'll play it back. Slightly different now. What we'll do is right click on the channel, go to duplicate or Control and D as a shortcut. Drag that across. We'll highlight the last 4 bars. Drag it out. Then swap them round. Then hold down Control and left click so you highlight all the clip. Then right click and we'll join them together. I'll make it one MIDI clip. Right click on consolidate. Then we'll drag it back into place. Then we'll go to audio effects. Drag out an instance by left clicking on flanger and drop it onto this new melody. And we'll click on that and we'll press Control and L to loop it so we can just play back the sound. It turns up the volume when you use flanger. So we're going to want it down by like -6 decibels. Turn up the release to about 300 milliseconds. Turn down the attack to about 0.75. Say about 0.91. Turn some dry wet down to about 70. No, to about 75. Turn delay down to 205. Drop down the feedback to 85. Say 87. I'll put the shape on this preset here. And turn the width up to 70. Might want the feedback on 89. I have it on 0.91 the feedback now. I have the high pass on 205. I'll have the rate on 0.55, say 0.51 even, or 0.52. Then right click on the first melody channel, go to duplicate, drag it all the way out to the end. And then come down to on the audio effects, go to auto filter. What we're going to do with the auto filter is make it start off a bit muted and a bit unclear, then by the time it reaches the end of the sample it'll be clear. That effect is used a lot in electronic dance music, whether it's on melodies or vocals or whatever. Now what we want to do is have a bit of a lead in. We're going to do this in real time. So we'll turn down the frequency on the auto filter to about 500 Hertz. And then when we're going to make sure none of the channels are armed. So if you see any of these red buttons, turn them off. Make sure none of the channels are got the red icon on them. Turn all the arm tracks off. Then we'll press record. Now I'll hold down shift, I'll click on frequency and I'll wait till it kicks in. Now start moving it up, look, slowly. By the time it reaches the end of the clip, you want to be on about 13 or 14 kilohertz. Like that. That's perfect. We'll play that back, look, so you can see what it's doing. Then what we'll do is we'll go to sample folder, we'll go to dubstep samples, go to Black Octopus sound by Villa, and we'll choose some Villa samples.
Frozen people all around.
I like that one. Let's see what that sounds like. First of all, you want to drop that in, click on the sample down here, and click on beats, go down to complex pro, they sound best for vocals. Click on warp, then warp again so it sets it to the tempo 150. Then hold down control left, click and drag across, we'll repeat that.
Eyes on you, they've got their eyes on you, eyes on
That, drag the chorus out over here, click back on the beats for it, go to complex pro, click on warp, then back on it again so it makes it 150, then drag across, go to your thing, click on half bar note, and drag it out to it, or maybe we want it on a quarter note. Just turn off the grid a minute. We'll zoom in by pressing the plus key. We'll just drag it up so it sits right at the edge there. There we go. We'll turn the grid back on half note, half bar. Now I'll play it back quickly.
frozen people all around.
We'll just move that over to like that, like so.
Frozen people all around. Frozen people bring you to the ground. Frozen people all around. They'll bring you down into the ground. Frozen people all around. Frozen people
Turn up the
bring
decibel
you
on the
to
channel to
the
2.5.
Frozen people all around. They'll bring you down into the
Now we're going to EQ Vila's lyrics, vocals, so we can bring out all the nuances and whatnot. It's very subtle, but it does work. So we'll click on drag an instance of EQ8 out onto the vocal channel. Then click on vocal 1. Turn that up to say 155. Click on this one down here and choose waffle the lower brick wall. Then we'll click on number 2. We'll move that up to 500 Hertz, there or thereabouts. We'll choose 502. Then we'll drop down the gain to 260. Turn the Q up to 6. And on number 3, leave it on 1 kHz. We'll drop it down, say minus 1.55. We'll turn the Q up to 9, there or thereabouts. And we'll get number 4. We'll put on a really good presence level, my favourite. If you've watched the other videos, you know what I'm talking about. 3.25 kHz. Turn that all the way up to 2 decibels, 205, and put the Q on 7.5, on there enough. Then we'll have another EQ band by clicking this box on the number 5. On number 4, sorry, click the drop down box and choose this preset. Then go back to click on band 5. drag that up to 7 kilohertz on the frequency, then put the Q on 5, then turn the gain up to, we'll have it at say 250. Then we'll add another EQ bound by checking this box on the number 6, and we'll turn that up to 18 kilohertz. Then what we'll do, we click on this drop down box under number 6 and click on off all the high end brick wall. Turn the Q up to 3, then turn the gain down to minus 3.0, sorry, minus 0.30, then turn the scale all the way up to 110. Then what we do, we're going to want to touch a splash of reverb to really bring out a voice, add a bit spacey sound to it, a metallic echo. So click on your audio effects, come down to say reverb, drag that out to your channel, put the delay down to say 175, put the quality on high, turn the stereo up to 120, turn the size up to near 120, leave the shape on 50, leave all these as they are, put decay time up to 250, turn the density down to 50, turn the scale up to 50, and turn the dry wet down to 15. Now if we solo the channel with Villa's vocals, we should hear a dramatic difference now.
Frozen people all around.
Now turn
Frozen
down the volume
people bring you to the ground. Frozen people all
to
around.
1.2. Now we'll on
They'll
solo it.
bring you down into the ground.
Go ahead and turn the volume to
Frozen
1.5,
people all around. Frozen people bring
or maybe
you
down
to
to
the ground.
1.4,
Frozen
just
people
subtly
all
different.
around. They'll bring you down into the ground.
Next we're going to do some drums. So click on drums, and the core kit we're going to use is 909 core kit. Drag that out to where it says drop files and devices here. Highlight 8 bars by left clicking. We'll just right click a minute and click on 1 bar. We'll left click and drag out 9 bars. We'll expand the channel, right click on the highlighted area and click on insert MIDI clip, which is Control Shift and M as the shortcut on the PC. Not too sure it is on the Mac. We'll solo this. We'll right click on the channel, sorry, right click on the MIDI clip. We'll do 1/16th note. Make sure the headphone icon is blue, turned on, or you won't get any sound. If you want to preview the instrument, click on its corresponding key tabs. This is a kick, that's a snare, and so forth and so on. That's a hi-hat. So put the first kick on bar 1. I'm getting numbers from up here. Look, 1, 1.2, 1.3. That's the numbers I'm referring to. Put the second kick on bar 2. Then put the snare on 1.3, 2.3, and 2.4. Then find the hi-hat closed. Put the first one on 1.2, the second one on 1.4, the third one on 2.2, the fourth one in the middle here. Then I'll have 2 at the end. Then right click on grid somewhere in space, click on 1 bar. Then I'll crash here on bar 1, I'll crash here on bar 3, I'll crash here on bar 5, one down bar 7, and that one on bar 8. Sorry, no we won't. Yeah we will. Then right click, go to 1/16th note. Then right click, highlight all your kicks, your snares and your hi-hats, but leave the crashes alone. Then press Ctrl and D once more and again. But that's gone wrong. Let's just rewind. Let's see what we did wrong there. drag it across. Then with left click, hold down control, drag it across here. Then again. As you can see, it fills up the 8-bar clip, lovely. That's a bit too repetitive. But turn on your pencil tool. And go to bar 5. Bar a hi-hat there. We'll have a kick here. Take that snare out. Put a snare there. Take that hi-hat out. And put a hi-hat here. And here. Then go to bar 7. Put a snare there. That hi-hat out and put one there. Then go to bar 8. Drum there. Take that snare out. And we'll have hi-hat here. And one there. Play it back. Play it back again, make sure it loops perfectly. Fine. Then we're going to want to go back to audio effects. We're going to EQ the beat now. I've got a separate tutorial for this, but I'll do it in this video as well so you're familiar with it if you haven't watched that tutorial. So I go EQ out, EQ 8 onto the drums. I'll play it back. Look on the low end where the kick is peaking. This is the kick here, look. When it makes an impact you can tell, there it is. So click on band 1. We'll turn the frequency. It's happening at about 53.4. We'll turn the gain up, not so it's distorting, but quite a bit. If it starts distorting, turn it down. We'll have it on 5.0. We'll turn the Q all the way up 17.2. Then we'll have number 2. We'll drag that off so we get to the bass. It should usually happen around about 80 Hz. Look for the highest peak on the slope. Probably about here, 81.8. Then we'll turn down the gain to about -205. Then we'll turn the Q up all the way to 18. And no shade. 17.5. Then take band 3, drop the frequency to near 500 Hz, so you can get to 500 Hz. Then turn it down, -3 decibels. Then put this Q up to say 9. Then drive EQ4, take that down to 1 kHz, which is 1000 Hz. Sorry, it's 1000 Hz, which is 1000 Hz in a kilohertz. Then we drop that one ever so slightly, just by 1 decibel. And turn the Q up to 6. What this is doing is isolating the kick and the bass so it doesn't cause too much mud in the track. It leads to it being less congested, so whatever overlapping the drums, the instruments will come out more clearer. And if you have a compressor on your master channel or on any other channel that's overlapping, it'll make the compressor work less hard, make it more efficient and make it do its job properly. On 5.99, Then we'll have another EQ band by clicking the box on the number 5. First of all, click the drop down box on number 4, and we'll set this to here, that one. Then we'll click on bar, EQ band 5. And we'll turn that up to the best presence level ever. If you've been watching my other videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's 3.25 kHz. Then we'll turn it up to 205 decibels and turn the Q up to, say, near 7.5. Then we'll have another EQ band by highlighting number 6. And we'll change the frequency for that one up to 18 kHz. And we'll click on this drop down box with number 6, and we'll go this one, raw for the high end, low end. Sorry, raw for the high end brick wall. Then it's not done there, we want to click on mode, stereo, M&S for mid side, versus edit is the M for mid. Click on it again to get the S for side. What we're doing now is we're chopping out all the low end, anything under 200 Hz. Because if you used to play it back loud in a club, the drums would be all over the place, and it would be wobbling, and it wouldn't sound right, and it'd just be a mess. The track will sound hideous, because all the low end, like the kick and the bass, which happens under 200 Hz, should be in mono. The best way to do that usually is by using an imager. You can get an imager free of charge on pluginboutique.com, and they usually come with isotope products like Isotope Ozone Mastering Suite. If you just got Ableton, go to your mid side and go to your side, move the frequency band 3 up to 195 Hz. Then click on number 3, drop down toolbox here, and choose raw for the low end brick wall preset. Then click on number 6, change the frequency to 18 kHz. Then click on the drop down box with the presets for that EQ band, and go to raw for the high end brick wall. And then change the scale to 110, and change the gain down to -30, -0.30. Let's get the drums a bit fatter. Go to audio effects, go to audio effect rack, and left click on boombox drums, not big boom master, but boombox drums. Left click and drag an instance of that out onto your drums. As you can see, the beat is now louder and more punchier, and it's really brought out the snare and the hi-hat. So that's just clicking a little bit, so adjust accordingly. The saturated drive, that's the only thing we have to change here, that's the volume in decibels. We'll bring that down to 10.5. Now it sounds better. Now we'll move the beat, so it starts on bar 9. Then what we'll do is right click on copy and include melody 1, duplicate that, go to the edge of the clip so you get the half an eye icon, and shrink it down so you get 1 bar. Leave it like that, then go to your audio effects, go to frequency shifter. What we're going to be doing now is real-time automation. This will help bring in the next transition. It goes up in frequency like it's rising, which brings in the lets Jordan's know something's coming. So we're going to have it bringing in the beat. Then what we'll do is just expand this loop selector. We'll click on frequency shifter, and what we'll do is we'll make sure nothing's armed, so we'll turn that off. Press record. Now I'm holding down shift. I'm clicking on the frequency, but I've not started anything yet. I'm waiting for it to click. I'm waiting for it to overlap the 1 bar melody. Then I'm going to try and turn up somewhere between 200 Hz to 500 Hz. That's cool. It ends at 296. Try and, if you're using a 1 or 2 bar melody for your frequency shifters, try and get it at the end of the clip to sit at between 200 Hz to say 500 Hz. Anything more than that, it just is a waste because it goes too high pitched and it probably get washed out by the other instruments. Now if I unsolo this is what we've got so far. I won't play over, but I'll just play up to frequency shift on the drums. Here we go.
Frozen people all around. Frozen people bring you to the ground. Frozen people all around. They'll bring you down into the ground. People all around.
So the first melody down to -6 decibels.
Bring you to the ground. Frozen people
Turn this one down to -6 decibels as well. With this melody, one clip of the frequency shifter over here, so it brings in our mini break. We won't have drums there. What we'll do is left click on drums, hold down control, drag it over here, copy it over there, then click on that, go to the melody clip, sorry, go to your MIDI clip, then press Control and A, select all. Next thing I'm going to do is go to the snare, put one here. I'm going too fast for you, just pause the video and see where I'm placing them. One there, then right click on the grid, go to 132, and then that, then right click, go up to 1/16th note, miss a gap and have one, miss a gap and have one, and do that and so forth for a little while. Just follow along what I'm exactly doing. If I'm going too fast, like I said, just break it down and pause the video and repeat exactly where I'm placing these. So miss two, one, miss, I got one, fourth one, fourth block, fourth segment. Then I'll have it here. One there. That'll be our snare roll. Now what we'll do before we play that back, is come out of our samples. We'll look for an uplifter. It'll be an EDM, it's not really a dubstep riser, but it'll work just the same. Click on that, go to SFX, click on uplifter, all the way down to say uplifter number 13. Drag that out, put that there, click on it so you get to sample properties, click on beats, make sure it's some texture, click on warp again. Then right click and click on quarter bar, just move it across. Perfect. We'll just put a bit of a fade out on there. Just drag that up so it starts where the snare roll starts when I put a bit of a fade in on it. Then we'll turn down that to say 7.5. That's what it sounds like.
Eyes on you, they've got their eyes on you. Eyes on you, they've got their eyes on you. Eyes on you, they've got their eyes on you. Eyes on you, they've got their eyes on you.
That intro done and dusted. The intro is pretty much all worked out now. It sounds really good. What we want to do, expand the core kit again. Make sure you got your drums and not snare roll. Left click, hold down control so we duplicate it and drag it out here. Then what we'll do is highlight one bar at the end of this clip, then we'll drag it off, replacing the other bar. There you go, then hold down control, left click, right click now, press consolidate. So it's one clip. Then we'll drag this drum out, we'll miss a bar at the end and drop it down there. Then we'll drag it out, miss the bar and put it down there. Then what we do is go back to instruments, click on simpler, left click simpler, drag out and drop, so it says drop bars and devices here. Then what we'll do is we'll highlight 8 bars, press Ctrl Shift and M, or right click and go to insert MIDI clip. drop this down, click on your effects right so you can bring up simpler, go back to your samples, and we're going to choose these dubstep samples. We're going to choose side melody too, drop that in there. We'll turn the volume up, say 3.6. That's all we have to do for that. Click on that. Click on your click down here. Make sure the headphones selected. Then we'll where's the C3. Click on that. We'll play it back now. Make sure it's 1 bar long. Then we'll click on the 4th bar. Make sure that's a bar long. Point 6.3. Make sure that's a bar long. By going up to the 7.3. Or maybe no, we'll have that just go to 7. Then have it on 8 bar. So 8 going up to 9. This sounds like. Set down to -6 decibels. Then then left click by holding control. Or what you can do is just simply go to the edge to get that half an eye icon and drag it out all the way so it passes the core kit by 1 bar. So you bring that out. Then what we're going to do, we're going to look for our drop is just going to be made up of slicing samples. I could do it in one shot, so massive, but it'd take too long. So what we'll do is we'll come up to Loop Massive Processor Essential 33 Dubstep Volume 2. Yours, Loop, probably if you're following along with at home with the samples I've got, it's probably called something different. But just look for these. We want number 7. That one. Put it down there. What we will do is we don't want any of this bass overlapping this synth, any of these synths where we've keyed them in on the simpler. So we'll just drag that there so it starts after the simpler side of go. Then we'll just click that, highlight that bar, press delete, then highlight that, press delete, that down. There you go. Now it sounds like this. Whoops. Sounds like this.
Eyes on you.
Don't really like that synth. What we will do is we're using EDM melody, acting like a chord. I haven't got any chords on my computer at the moment. So go down there and we'll go to melody. I like number 77. Click back on this, click down here till we get to our simpler. And click on number 77 and drag it into the box here. Now we'll play it back. Turn that down. -3.5. -3. -3.2, sorry. Then what we'll do is we'll go back up to our dubstep samples. We'll click on number 7. We'll drag it out, right click on sample, slice the new MIDI track, leave it on half note and built in. Then we'll delete that. Then we'll turn this up to 6 decibels. No, we won't. We'll leave it on 0 decibels because we need to go 1 decibel higher. We need to get 7 decibels. So what we'll do to do that is set it at 0. Then go to your audio effects. Come down to utility, left click and drag an instance of utility off onto your MIDI sequence you just created out the sample, and turn the gain all the way up to 7 decibels. Drag it out so it's the last 8 bars on your drums. It matches the last 8 bars of your drums. Click on that, then come up to your MIDI clip. Right click, go to half note. Then press Ctrl and A and delete. Now play it back. So we're overlapping the chords again. So what we'll do is we'll just chop that out. We'll right click with a half note. Chop that out. That should sound. Then we'll drag that out over here, elongate that. Sub bass. So you want to go to instruments. Go to operator, drag an instance of that out into empty space. Then highlight 8 bars. Right click on the highlight area and go to insert MIDI clip. Drop down that. Then look down here till you get to C1. And go up till you go down till you get to one called D0. You can see just by highlighting these key tabs with the corresponding name. of the key. Don't want D0, so I want D0, click on that. As you see, that's quite fat. I like one bar, from 1 bar to 2 bars. Then we press Control and D 7 times, so it fills up the whole 8 bar clip. Then we take one section off there, then 2 off there, and we do that. One section off, 2 section off, 1 section off, 2 off, 1 off, and you guessed it, 2 off. Then we'll turn up the bass. .5, and we're going to have to EQ that so it doesn't make the drums washed or muddied. EQ8, drag that out onto the sub bass. We'll solo that, we'll click on the sub bass, press Ctrl L to loop, and find out where it's peaking, about 32.3, then we'll turn that up, about 3.54, then we'll turn the EQ all the way up to 15. Then we'll uncheck box 4 and box 3, we don't need them. Click on band 2, move that up to, we don't need too much high end. So we just drag the frequency up on band 2, 12 kHz. Then click on the presets and click on raw for the high end brick wall. Turn the scale up to 105 and turn down the gain to about 0.51. Turn the Q up to 1.50. Now if we turn it up actually to 6, now if you let it go, so you've got a nice bit of bass. Now elongate that, always to the edge there. Now start drop. Down to 3.2, maybe minus 9.2, maybe not. Actually on then we'll get Beeler's vocals. We'll choose sounds like, and we'll highlight that again. We'll zoom in a bit by pressing the plus key. We'll hold down Control left click and drag across to here. Then click on the sample and turn that up about 5 decibels. I'll play it back.
Eyes on you.
Good, close it off. Then we'll zoom in loads. Just shape that off there. Then right click on the grid and go to 1/4 note or 1/4 bar. Hold down Control and left click and move that out here. And again. We'll collapse all these channels. You can see what we're doing. Then what we do, highlight it all by pressing Ctrl and A, then press Ctrl and D to duplicate. Come back to the melodies in your break, get rid of all the coffee and cream melodies in your break. That one out, but leave the frequency shift to 1 bar alone. Now we're going to choose another melody by going to our Singer Makers EDM Ultra Pack Volume 4 folder. We'll have that one. We'll put it there. Then we'll right click, go to select new MIDI track, leave it on half note and built in, drag it across, turn that down, turn it on at 1.5. I'm not sure if I like that. We'll leave it anyways, just for demonstration purposes. We'll leave it as it is. Then we'll click on that, press Ctrl and L to loop it. Click on the MIDI clip down there, drag this up if you can't see what you're doing. Right click on half note, make sure the headphone icon's turned on by blue, or you won't get any sound. Right, press Ctrl and A to select all, press delete. Press Ctrl and A, duplicate. Excuse me, I've still got a cold. Forgive the coughing. Then press Ctrl and A and duplicate all those ones. And now it should sound a bit different. Get down to 1 decibel. Go down to 0.05, 0.5 minutes. Probably less now. So about minus 0.5. Excuse me. Then right click on the channel. Oh Jesus man, excuse my language. I don't know what's come over me. Suffering from a cold here. Click on duplicate, drag it out, then highlight the last 4 bars of that the MIDI clip, drag it out, then swap them over, then hold down Control and click on that one, right click, go to consolidate so we can join them, then drag it back into position. Then what we'll do is we'll drag that down, we'll click on this, click down here, we'll drag auto filter out onto it, but we'll right click and go to delete automation, we'll just unloop that, we'll give ourselves a bit of build up time, and we'll set the frequency on the auto filter to about 500 Hz. Then make sure nothing's armed on the channels. Now we're going to press record, and we're going to hold down shift, left click on frequency, and by the time it's completed its cycle on that sound, on that MIDI clip, see I'll start moving it up now. We've got to try and get it close to 13 to 14 kilohertz by the time it's dropped all the way to the end. Perfect. Then what we'll do to make it a bit more different, we should go to audio effects, click on amp, drop that on there, turn on output onto dual, turn the volume down, say 6 decibels, turn the dry wet all the way down to 75, turn the presence up to 6, turn the treble down to about 4, then the middle down to about 3.52, then the bass all the way down to about 2.50, then lower the gain ever so slightly to about 4.60, well I'll say about 4.5. Then we're going to have to play it back to see which preset of the clean blues, rock, really heavy or bass we want it on.
To the ground, frozen people all around. They'll bring you down into the ground.
I like bass.
Eyes on you.
What we'll do is we'll move that across 8 bars. Then we'll copy this, duplicate this channel, right click, and go to a half bar, drag this melody out in between, then we'll left click on flange and drag an instance of that out onto that. We'll left click on that, press Ctrl out to loop it. Turn the dry wet down to 70%. Delay time to about 175. Feedback up to 92. The attack about 160, and the release on about 300. And the shake on this preset here, and we'll turn the width up to 65, and the rate can be on 25, and the amount down to 95, and the high pass on 150. Got the feedback on 93. Since it's a bit louder when you've got flanger on there, we'll turn it down to -9, say -10.5, -10.7, or -11, -10.8 say. Now let's put it back. Take the frequency shifter up here, and put it over here. Put it here as well. And there. We'll also do the same for the other drop. Left click and drag, hold down control. There, sorry that's the wrong channel, there, then there, and now here. Then what we'll do is we'll drag all these melodies in the one bar frequency shifter melody, sorry. We'll drag that across. We'll place it there. We'll delete the last one, melody, we don't need that. Then we'll drag the 8-bar drums out here and there. Then we'll go back to our samples folder and we'll look for under SFX, we'll look for a downlifter. So I was like number 20 sounds alright. First one we'll come to is pretty good. We'll drop that in and we'll drop it down to say -9 decibels. I'll see what it sounds like. Play that down at the beginning of your track on bar 1. Don't really like that. Number 4's our guy. We'll have that there. Then we'll have it on bar 17. Then at the beginning of the break. Then at the beginning, at the end. Here, look into our last 8 bars. And then we'll go to impact. At number 4. So we'll put an impact here on bar 33. We'll just shrink that down there. We'll zoom in a bit and we'll just put a bit of a fade on. That's cool. Then left click, hold down Control and do the same for the other side. Place it there. Then we'll have it right at the edge there. We'll elongate it. We'll zoom. Fade out of it. We'll drag this frequency shifter across. All the way. Builds up to the impact to finish our track. Now to make our drop slightly different so it feels like it's a different drop, we'll highlight these, we'll drag them across here, then we'll highlight these ones, drag them across here, then we'll highlight these ones, and drag them across here like so. Don't see those vocals off of it. 2.3, no 2.5, yeah 2.3 say.
Eyes on you.
If you want to do side chain on that, I won't bother with this one. I think the beat's pretty good as it is. But look back on my tutorial playlists, but I have to do side chain if you want to bring the beats through a bit more prominently. I won't bother as it is right now. But this is what we got. This is the end of the. Don't forget to save your work. What we will do first, before we play the track back, what we've made, we'll click on this session view, which is this circle with 3 vertical lines in it. Yours won't say 128. That's set up for a previous EDM track. Right click on it and go to rename or press Ctrl and R as a shortcut. Yours should say number 1 by default. Then type in your tempo, which is what your tap is. Ours is 150, so you type in 150 space BPM space 4/4 4 over 4 bar signature. Whatever your signature is over here, look. You just want to leave it on 4x4. Most electronic music is 4x4. It's all is, to be honest. Then what you want to do to make sure all the effects are going to be applied to the track, ready for your export. Because if you don't do this next step, sometimes some of the effects that you've applied, that you've used in the track, aren't actually applied to the track in the export. So you might be missing some effects. And it'll sync up the BPM nicely as well. That's probably how you do the BPM. So what we'll do is just click on somewhere on the grid on your arrangement view, press Ctrl and A to select everything, then right click on a sample, so you select it, and go to consolidate time to new scene. Let it do its thing, and when this is finished it'll be lovely and synced up in BPM, and all of your effects will be applied to the track. So when you export it, everything you know you've done is definitely going to be apparent and available and ready to go in the final export of your track. We'll just let it do its thing. Takes just a little while, just because the computer's having to do a lot of calculations. It's having to really think about the whole track and how best to apply all the effects to the track. Shouldn't take too much longer. I think it's a resounding success, this video. I hope you enjoyed it at home. I hope it hasn't been too tricky and you found it useful. If you have, please give the video a like. I could really do with the support. But I'm just about to play it back now and see what it sounds like. I'll play back the whole track. If you look now in your session view, it's now got them all loaded in here, all the samples, and it's now conformed it to 1.5 BPM 4/4 signature, and all the effects have been applied to the track. Okay, we'll just go ahead and save that quickly. Since it says Frozen People in some of our lyrics, we'll call it Frozen People. I'll even credit Vila, featuring the one and only Vila. Just gotta let it save a minute. Just having to think about it a moment. Now I'll play back the track from beginning to end. It goes like this.
Frozen people all around. Frozen people bring you to the ground. Frozen people all around. They'll bring you down into the ground. Frozen people all around. Frozen people bring you to the ground. Frozen people all around. They'll bring you down into you, they've got their eyes on you, eyes on you, they've got their eyes on you, eyes on you, they've got their eyes on you, eyes on you, they've got their eyes on you. Eyes on you. Eyes on you. Eyes on you.
That's our song, YouTube. I hope you like this video. If you do like the video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Well, thank you for watching. I hope it went well at home. And you're now the proud owner of your very first dubstep track if you've never made one before, and this was useful. Okay, thank you very much. Until next time, YouTube, stay safe, be lucky. Virtual Worlds, signing out.